gon' tune in cause it's showtime. Go ahead and call the gang up for the one time. Rap food rhyme, got them on the line. And my life's still great, I'm doing just fine. Hands up.
While we're talking about Nintendo, we did get another Nintendo Direct last week. I think it was on the 14th. Just a quick question. Did anything stand out to you guys at the Direct?
I mean, honestly, we've already pretty much talked about everything that they could possibly show us at a Nintendo Direct before, so.
Yeah. They touched on a few things that they showed like a couple directs back. Like they did show us what the full game for the Princess Peach Showtime was going to be. I wasn't too impressed with it. My only thing that I wanted to bring up is that they did give Peach some different variations for her to like fight and stuff. And my only comment to that, and I put this on Twitter, was if they let those variations be in the new Smash Bros, they gonna eat. But if I'm for real,
yeah,
we've been fighting as Peach in a dress since 60.
Doing that little hip
right. But they brought out Kung Fu Peach. It's Peach with a sword, and it was some other variation of Peach. And I'd be like, you could really sell this if in the next Smash Bros we can fight with these Peach variations.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty interesting. We did get information for the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Wave 6 for the booster pack. We got some new characters. Diddy's joining the game. Funky Kong, Pauline, and then Peachette. Quick thing on that is that Mario Kart Tour, they're shutting down the servers in October. Part of the booster pack, because I watched a video on this, part of the reason of the booster pack was to move all of the tracks from Tour onto Mario Kart 8. So when they shut down the servers, people still have opportunities to play them. Okay. So if you aren't with that information, if you weren't aware before, expect this last Wave 6 to have basically all of the last tracks from Tour, and then the rest being pulled from GBA, Wii, and 64, GameCube. They are remastering Luigi's Mansion 2. I didn't play Luigi's Mansion 2 on the Wii, so I was going to check it out. But everything else was pretty Nintendo Direct, regular. I'm honestly just waiting for us to get to the Directs for this Switch 2.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the Switch 2 related Directs.
I ain't got nothing for Nintendo at the moment. I'm gonna just be honest. I don't want to sound like a hater. I ain't got nothing for them.
I feel
you already said you was a Nintendo hater.
I just don't want to sound like more of. If I keep hating, then people think it's just me being mean and unrealistic and everything else. So I'm just gonna let them hey, I wasn't entertained.
Okay.
Yeah. It was some the stuff that I pointed out, it was some cool stuff, but I would say that nothing groundbreaking for me came out. I think the last time I've ever been like overly excited at a Nintendo Direct was when they announced Strikers.
And we'll see how that turned out.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm just being real. Like, I'm ready to move into this next generation of what's going to come out on the Switch 2. I'm ready to see the new Mario Kart. I'm ready to see the new Smash Bros. I'm ready to see everything that they have planned for this new console. Right now, I think they're just giving us stuff to hold us over. And I'm not saying that the stuff looks bad, but I'm definitely ready to see, what's the next Pokemon going to look like. After everybody has, felt the aster of Tears of the Kingdom, what's the new Zelda going to look like? I'm waiting for that.
I honestly wish I was a Zelda fan, but that game just didn't appeal to me. I honestly wish I was a Zelda fan.
Yeah. But let's move backwards. So Microsoft, if you haven't heard already, Microsoft did win the acquisition for Activision, so they own it. And then
shout out to Monopoly.
And with that being said, correct me if I'm wrong. Did they say that they're not putting any exclusives of PS5s, or were there certain exclusives that they said are not coming to PS5s?
I'ma tell every single Sony fan, I don't care what they said, ain't nothing coming to y'all. Starfield didn't. Y'all tried arguing with me. Check our old videos. Y'all tried arguing. Starfield ain't come. Skyrim ain't coming either.
It was Skyrim.
Fallout ain't
Skyrim said that's the one. They said Skyrim. Elder Scrolls. They said they're not putting on the PS5.
The next Fallout ain't coming to PlayStation. But ain't no Bethesda game going. Activision, y'all might get Call of Duty, and even then, don't hold out hope.
I would say this. I know when we were first talking about this, we felt like because they were blocked, we felt like Microsoft needed to make a deal with Sony for this to go through. The fact that this went through with no deal made with Sony, it's done. It's done. I agree with Ryan. I don't think y'all getting anything at this point.
When did the Series X and PS5 come out? 2020?
Yeah.
Most console generations last about 7 years. Sony fans, save up that $400.
I hate that $400. I hate to say it. It's either going to be y'all get one or two, or y'all not get any at all. But the big franchises like Elder Scrolls, Skyrim, the Starfield one that everybody's been praising, as far as like character customization, gameplay, etc. The fact that y'all didn't get that on PS5, I think it might start to be a trend.
Starfield is a contender for Game of the Year at this point.
Yeah.
Starfield is easily a contender for Game of the Year at this point. Next to, because did the second Tears of the Kingdom come out this year?
Yeah.
Tears of the Kingdom, Starfield, Hogwarts Legacy. I'm calling it. They finna be getting all the awards. Skyrim, when it comes out, is going to be a contender for Game of the Year. Call of Duty is the most sold first-person shooter game. The only thing that competes is these arena games like Apex and everything else. I'm sorry, Sony fans. I'm sorry. If y'all like these games, y'all need to get an Xbox. I ain't marketing for them.
Or get the Game Pass. You better start that PC gaming.
Game Pass is dope. Y'all just gonna have to get you an Xbox, and if you want to save money, pay that $12 a month. Cause y'all ain't getting Call of Duty. Next Overwatch, I'm sorry, y'all ain't getting it. Yeah. I'm sorry.
I think it's been really interesting how we've been following this news since 2021. We've been following.
Yeah.
Or no, 2022. We've been following this since 2022, and now that we've made it to the end, and like some of the stuff that we were saying, like it's coming to light.
It's about money. Mm-hmm. If you want to understand business, figure out where the money going and how to keep it, and you're going to see folks' intentions.
Ralph rubbing his chin like this. What you got to say, Ralph?
He like, dang, do I want an Xbox?
I mean, I have no problem with having an Xbox. I've had the Xbox 360. I didn't even have a PlayStation 3, so I just came to PlayStation at PlayStation 4. So, hey, I have history with Xbox. I'm fine with going back to Xbox.
You remember your old account information to sign in so you can get your achievement points back?
I never actually made an account because during that time I did not have internet. Yeah. So every game I played was pretty much offline. Okay.
Ralph said he finna turn it up.
I'm add you as a friend once you get your Xbox. We'll be on there.
Ralph said he finna turn it up. But the other thing with Microsoft is that his name is Phil, right? Phil Spencer. Phil Spencer.
Yeah, Uncle Phil.
I'm not calling him that. But Phil Spencer said that they have shown interest into buying Nintendo for a while and getting some of Nintendo games on the consoles. I just want to play a quick what if game. If Nintendo was like, yeah, Microsoft, we'll give you some games. Which games do y'all see going on the Xbox?
Splatoon.
I would tear
Animal Crossing.
What you say, Ralph?
Super Mario, Splatoon, Animal Crossing, Super Mario Smash Brothers, Mario maybe, Kirby, and Pokemon.
He did the heavy hitters. You want
everything.
Nintendo to go broke. You want Nintendo to go broke.
I want them to bring back Star Fox Assault. I want a new iteration with modern graphics, that R-Wing being able to stand on the aircraft and the landmasters and all that. I want that. I want a 3D Pokemon. I'm talking Pokemon Coliseum and XD Gale of Darkness. I want that.
Yeah.
I want that. I want all that back. I want Smash Bros. 2. I'm tearing Smash Bros. Up on an Xbox controller. I want it all. I've been saying I want Nintendo to be Ubisoft. I want them to be a full publisher. I want them to become a publisher. That's what I want for Nintendo. Just become a publisher. And someone else need to create a console, maybe Apple, so there can still be 3 console manufacturers. We need a 3rd console manufacturer, make Nintendo a publisher. That's my dream life. That's my dream gaming universe.
I think that would be the best bet. If they ever have discussions about putting Mario, Smash Bros, Pokemon, depending on which Pokemon, any of the 2D Marios, Mario Kart, if they ever have a conversation, it's that Switch that I see it being done for Nintendo. If they ever agree to put Mario, Zelda, Kirby on another console,
do y'all know how good it will look?
Yeah. It's gonna look nice, but I'm just saying they're gonna be done. They're gonna be done.
As a console maker, they'll be done.
They would be done. Yeah. If any of those, I was more so thinking like some of their other major IPs, but they're not front facing like Mario, Pokemon, Zelda. I think Bayonetta would be cool. Fire Emblem. Ryan already mentioned Star Fox. Metroid.
Metroid would look good on Xbox.
Yeah. But if they touch any of the Mario Kart, Smash Bros, Pokemon, Zelda, Kirby, if they port any of those over to Xbox, they're done.
The Xenoblade fans, put that on Xbox.
Yeah. So like
Nintendo should become a publisher, in my opinion. Yeah. I miss motion controls, but they kind of got away from it anyway with the Switch. I ain't really seen too many games taking full advantage of motion controls. If Nintendo became a publisher, Xbox bring back their Kinect, Sony bring back their PlayStation Show, that little camera they used to have with the PS3 or PS4. If they want to do motion controls, I think it'll be dope. I think it'll be so dope. I would love it. I would love it if Nintendo became a strictly publisher, don't care about consoles, make a fire game with great graphics, great frame rates. Ooh, Lord Jesus Christ.
It'll be interesting. I don't know if that would ever happen.
I don't want it to happen also because I want competition. I don't want it to be just Microsoft and Sony. Yeah. It need to be a third. It got to at least be a third.
I don't think it would happen, but it'd be interesting if they talked about porting over any games. It would be interesting to see what they choose in the lineup. Now, just go ahead and so we can start wrapping this up. We got the PlayStation State of Play, and then the first day of the Tokyo Game Show. Is there anything from those 2 showcases that stood out to you guys?
Avatar didn't look too bad.
Avatar didn't look too bad.
Avatar looked pretty
Avatar
good.
What?
Pandora. They showed some of the gameplay. Yeah, they showed some of the gameplay at the PlayStation State of Play.
I missed it. Dang, I need to go. I need to see the State of Play. I missed the State of Play. Okay,
it looked pretty good.
Okay, it looked pretty good in the previous trailers too. What did they show this time? They showed like fighting and all of that or something.
Yeah, and they gave a little bit more into the story.
It looked good. I don't think I'll pay $70 for it, but it looked good. Yeah, not you shaking. You shook your head real quick.
The only thing y'all already know what I'm waiting for is Spider-Man 2.
I feel you. Yeah. Y'all need to look at that Dragon's Dogma 2 gameplay. Dragon's Dogma 2 looks so freaking beautiful, bro. And the gameplay of them fighting griffins and all of that, like the extended gameplays are dropping on YouTube now. Ooh, Dragon's Dogma 2 look good. Ooh, it look good. It look good. I love Dragon's Dogma. It's up there, top 5, easily.
What about you, Ralph? Other than Avatar, did anything else catch your eye?
Ghost Runner 2 actually looked pretty good. It is a sequel to Ghost Runner. It is pretty much your puzzle-ish, but it's like a speed run kind of game. You have multiple ways to pretty much, clear areas as you go. So it gets very creative. Like, it's not just one way you can continue playing the game, and then it's like, oh, I'm done. So it looks solid. The graphics look good. The first Ghost Runner was nice. It had a good story. So I'm curious to see if they're gonna continue the same robot story that they used from Ghost Runner in this.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much
Shout
it.
out to Ghost Runner.
Yeah, it looked pretty interesting. But that's pretty much all I had.
I'll respond to you, though, Food. I'm sick of seeing Spider-Man 2 gameplay. I
I'm
just want to play it
not.
now.
I'm not.
I'm sick of seeing gameplay. I want it in my hand. I want to play it. I don't want to see no more.
I want to play it too, but like for this one, they gave a little more insight into how big the map is going to be. More of the way that you can identify missions, side missions. They really zoned in on the transition between the two spider people. They also stated that certain missions can only be done by certain Spider-Man. Like some of them that can be done by both. Like they don't like some of the side missions could be like, hey, we just need somebody to come help us with something. Or based on where it is, like they focused in on Vision's Academy that we've seen from Into the Spider-Verse is going to be one of the locations in the game. So if a student from that needed help with something, they would specifically call Miles, or somebody might specifically call Peter. But I think they are really honing into the whole fact of there being two Spider-Man and how they're going to navigate this map, the story mode, and all of the features. I think it's going to be pretty dope.
Didn't they say there's some moments where you could like see the other Spider-Man like in the world, and they might even like help you out or something?
I didn't see that in the.
Did I see that on Twitter? Okay.
But if so, that's dope too.
That's dope.
Them suits gonna be fire though. Them suits.
Man,
top tier.
It's a good year. It's a good year.
Absolutely.
This was honestly a beautiful year for gaming. This was a good year. This was a good year.
It was. I think Ralph said this on the last episode, but this is basically all of the pushbacks are done. Everything that was happening with COVID, everybody's getting their stuff together and they're putting it down.
We got a blockbuster like Final Fantasy. We got Starfield. We got Hogwarts. We getting Spider-Man 2, and we got something else. There was something else. I said it earlier. I can't even remember it. We got some good games this year.
We got some good stuff coming.
Do y'all think if competition is limited, then company do better and modernize their servers and infrastructure? Or if competition is limited, does company say, I can be lazy?
Company will stay the same.
Yeah.
There we go.
Company
That's the hypothesis.